Weekly Cup. It's a best of 5. Begone, best of 3s. You're no longer needed. Spawning here in the bottom left corner of the map, it's going to be our Root Gaming Red Terran player, MaSa.
In the top right, after beating Arthur and waiting patiently for his turn, in the finals, we have the Blue Protoss Hunter.
There was a time when I was, there was like this weird Illuminati thing going on with players. You had MaSa, the Terran player. You had Sun, the Protoss, and then you had MaSan, the Zerg. It's like the holy trinity of all 3 races.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm a little bit sad because we haven't seen great performance out of San lately. MaSan actually went on to Hearthstone to become quite popular over there, and MaSa is like anything but popular, yet still incredibly good. I said it before, I'll stick by it, and this isn't my Terran bias, but I do think he could take the series off of Hunter. He's that good. Hunter's not a bad player himself, but as I said, after watching him play versus Xenocider the other night, it's fairly late. Or, well, I guess technically it's early in Korea right now. It's probably about 11 or 12 over there in the morning. But more to the point, I know Hunter stayed up all night. He didn't sleep and wake up early for this.
Yeah, that's for sure. I always like waking up early rather than staying up late.
I am the complete opposite. I would rather stay up for a gajillion hours than wake up early.
Really? But the sun, man. It's so beautiful.
Question in chat. We don't actually get asked this a lot. Not Instant asks, Base Rate TV, if I buy a hoodie, do you get a decent profit or am I better off donating? We do get a fairly large portion of the sales, but I mean, it's whatever your prerogative is, man. I would tell you, though, I'd much rather see you tweet me a picture of you in a Base Rate TV hoodie than give me $20 straight up. Just that nerd chill factor, knowing that you guys are wearing our clothes is pretty cool.
Yeah, I really love when they take like pictures in weird places. Like one guy went in front of a statue and took a picture with a desRow shirt. I was like, oh man.
Actually, you and I have a pretty funny story about that from BlizzCon. One of desRow's fans came there wearing his was it just Remake shirt or was it the Panda shirt? I don't remember.
No, it was the Panda shirt.
It's the Panda shirt. And desRow's like showing it off. He's like, oh yeah, like where's your fans Rifkin wearing your shirts? This guy's so cool. So desRow turns around to talk to somebody and I grab the guy and I'm like, hey, look, I'm gonna give you like a bunch of buttons that say Base Rate TV. I'm gonna put them all over your shirt and see if desRow notices, okay? desRow does not notice for like the longest time. And we're trying to be so obvious, like pointing towards his shirt or like just kind of the guy's flexing his chest out a little bit. And desRow's like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes later, oh hey, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're trying to convert my fans, man. You're dead.
Yeah. Whoa, lo, 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 lo.
Was that like from Age of Empire?
Yeah. The freeze.
Wow, I caught that reference.
Nailed it. High five.
Yes.
But we got a Widowmine following this up from MaSa. It's really, I don't expect, we might see cheese out of MaSa in this series, but I really don't expect anything crazy. You know, you referenced the Lycaonine earlier. There's probably no special tactics or sneaky moves coming out, no proxy stargates or silly shenanigans. But MaSa is certainly capable of cheese. He's capable of a lot of things. And I'm really excited that this, of all, it would have been nice to have PvZ in the finals, but I'm really glad we got another TVP, considering the amount of TVPs we cast today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just we will not get a better PvT than these two from all the matches we've casted today. Like this is the best Protoss and then the best Terran we could get today. So
you know what? I agree with you now that we've got to this point. But if you had told me that before we cast Miso versus Arthur, I would have been like, no way, you're out of your mind.
Oh yeah.
But that was such a one-sided bad series, to be honest.
Yeah. Cheese was too strong, man.
That Reaper doesn't get to the mineral line. Normally, you're supposed to auto-attack the probes, not the extractors, the assimilator, pardon me. And that doesn't go too well for MaSa. He does get kills here at the natural, which is kind of nice. Was he just how many? 6?
6 is pretty good.
6 city.
Freaking tasteless and Artosis. Did you watch the GSL finals, or you have no passion?
I finally got around to it. Yeah, it took me a while because we had to cast the Illuma League the next day, so I had to sleep. I didn't get to see it live. Zombie Grub went full passion mode, though. She was on a call with like Fear Dragon and everyone else, so they were like hanging out. And she did the Illuma League. But I'm, I'm 45 years old. I'm an old man. Too old for this.
You're just born in 88, man.
No, I'm 95. What the fuck? You want to just dox me while you're at it? Observer does get picked off. Nice snipe. But with the Observer going down, is there going to be one at home? There is one at home, so these Widow Mines won't be super OP.
Yeah, but the observer's out of position. There's only one stalker. This will do a lot of...
It would
not at all.
potentially do a lot of damage.
Yeah. I think he unburrowed the second one a little too quickly, to be honest. Because it felt like it was going to get...
It's always a little bit risky.
No.
Because a lot of this isn't about MaSa burrowing on burrowing. It really is like, does Hunter pull the probes or not? Does he accidentally stack them or does he run? And that was a good response out of Hunter. He didn't really take too much damage from it. And I think above all else, MaSa also got to see that, hey, that Robo Bay was up pretty darn quick. One time, by the way, we cast a guy named Wolololo. That's the day Base Trade TV went from red to blue because Nathanius came to chat and Wololo'd me to his color.
Oh, are you for real?
Yeah, so now I changed the color to blue, and it's been that way since then.
Oh, you should do orange, man. Orange is the best color.
Nah, orange is a tryhard color, man. It's made up of other colors.
Like what?
Yellow and red.
Well, when you put it that way, Rifkin, I can't really argue.
What's purple made of?
Blue and red?
Nailed it. I was gonna be really sad if you didn't actually answer to that because that's some like grade 2 shit, man.
Wait, green is okay. Let's move on.
Green is yellow and blue.
Okay.
Hey desRow, what color makes up yellow?
Yellow's the primary color?
Nailed it! This guy!
I was so scared.
You got the trick question. You nailed it. You aced the exam. But getting back on point for this, it looks like we do have what is potentially set up here for a 2-base all-in. I mean, I think with all Protoss moves, you'll hear a lot of people, yeah, there's the bias, the bullshit all-ins, yeah, but I think it's really easy to call something an all-in, but it doesn't stay an all-in, right? Like, there's 2-base build. If it does a lot of damage, but he loses his units, but he kills enough SCVs, he recovers out of it. Maybe fakes out a third for just in case after the push. I mean, there's a lot of ways this can go, but right now for Hunter, it is pretty much set up for defend until he's ready to all-in. All those extra gateways going down, I mean, he's going to have so much production to warp in with.
Yeah, there's no Twilight, there's nothing
no upgrades at all
to look forward to. Yeah, it's just... It's like one of those shitty countries with like a really bad government, and then like your future generations will have nothing to look forward to. This is Hunter's game plan for this game.
That's so just depressing,
Dark
desRow. Like, yeah, you went really dark with that. But I guess that's how a lot of people feel coming up against the 2-base all-in, no matter what race is doing it, and that's called a segue, folks. Third base is going to have to get probably canceled. This really sucks. He does have that drop on the other side of the map, and oh god, is the base trade worth it? I don't even know if he can win one like this. Does he have enough back home? He's setting up a second layer of walls. He got bunkers on the way, but I don't know. This is a lot of Protoss.
Oh, and he gets the snipe. So many probes are going to be useless, man.
That's his whole. That's like half of his army over there that goes down for it. Is it worth it? He's trying to hold it home. There's a lot of sentries. No force fields going down just yet. Those bunkers need to stop being repaired. He's got to get a second layer of force fields behind it. Why is he not force fielding desRow? Oh! Actually,
he's confused.
Actually, real talk here. This is really astonishing for me because Hunter, one of the coolest things he's going to lose this fight, by the way, guys. If you don't know, Hunter did this really cool thing. Xenocider pulled the boys into him. And Hunter microed past the Marines, or past the SCVs, and focused on the Marines. Like, I've seen him control Colossus really well. This was an A-move attack, at best. Like, there was not a lot of control going into this. He loses his Nexus, now he's stuck in a horrible spot, and with enough Marauders, and even a Viking or two, he might just stim on top of the Colossus to finish him off.
Yeah, well, I mean, he did that. He did what you just did. He didn't attack the SCVs at all. He just killed the bio, and because of that,
he was shooting that bunker was the problem. He wasn't killing SCVs and repairing it. He didn't force field
like
behind
when,
it.
MaSa walked out of his natural.
Yeah. I mean, like, just for Hunter, just was bad all around. Now, he might actually break this with the momentum following, but the Stalkers should go down to the Marauders, and if that's the case, a couple of Vikings might just save the day. It's still a tough hold out of MaSa, but he's doing this without consolidating. The Medevacs are out of energy. He's sending units in 2 at a time. This has got to be a mistake. For somebody who had this really sick defense, okay, he does take out one of the Colossus, but can he still hold on to this? He's a base up on his opponent. This is a big deal. I think he'll drive this back one more time, giving a little bit more room. I mean, Hunter's starting to run out of money to warp in with. He can't sustain, like, how many gates? They go 8 or 7. He went full on 8. Widow Mines would be really nice if he picks off that observer.
Yeah, but with the extra workers, MaSa pulled down from the main base. I think this is all. I think this is it, man.
Zelt's soaking those hits pretty well. Vikings trying to get the shots on the Colossus. If that Colossus goes down, this is easy peasy. Marauder's starting to bulk up in number quite a bit. He's just going to stim and go for it by the looks of it. Catches one of the sentries, catches two of the sentries. Colossus gets focused down. That's going to fall. And that's just gateway units versus concussive shells? I don't think so.
And Minivacs, too.
Yeah, GG. MaSa with the hold. Game number 1.
That's so close, though, man.
Closer than I thought it was going to be honest. But regardless, a good start for our Terran player defending